One country gave the world a global language, scientific breakthroughs, and the engine of modern industry, but it also built an empire, spreading systems, borders, and power across continents. For some, it brought connection and progress. For others, loss and lasting scars. So here's the question that changes everything. What is the United Kingdom never existed? Let's start with the most invisible power on Earth. Language. Without Britain, English never becomes global. Science fragments. Aviation slows. The internet speaks in dozens of disconnected voices. Progress doesn't stop. It just takes much longer. Now the minds that reshaped reality. Isaac Newton gave us the laws of motion. Charles Darwin redefined life itself. Michael Faraday laid the foundations of electricity. Without Britain, modern science arrives later, or through a very different path. Steam engines, railways, factories. Britain didn't just invent machines, it invented speed. The Industrial Revolution transformed humanity from rural survival to urban civilization. Without it, the modern world is delayed by generations. Then came stories. Shakespeare shaped language itself. The Beatles reshaped global music. British culture traveled far beyond borders, influencing how the world writes, sings, and dreams. Without the UK, global culture feels unfamiliar. At its peak, the British Empire ruled nearly a quarter of the planet. It connected continents, economies, and cultures faster than history had ever seen. But influence on that scale always comes with a cost. Britain exported systems, railways, legal frameworks, administrative structures. In India, rail networks connected vast regions. In parts of Africa, infrastructure enabled trade and communication. English became a shared language, opening access to global science and education. But those systems were not built for equality. Resources flowed outward, wealth concentrated elsewhere. In India, colonial policies contributed to repeated famines while food was exported abroad. In Africa, borders were drawn with rulers, ignoring cultures, tribes, and histories. The consequences are still felt today. India became the crown jewel of the empire. British rule modernized administration and education, but at the cost of autonomy, industry, and lives. Railways moved people, but also moved resources away. English opened doors, but traditional systems were dismantled. Progress and pain arrived together. Across Africa, Britain introduced governance and trade systems, but borders were drawn without consent. Nations were created without unity. When colonial rule ended, many regions were left with fragile states and deep divisions. The map changed, but the wounds remained. Ever heard of Greenwich Mean Time? Global timekeeping comes from Britain. Without it, navigation, shipping, aviation, and global coordination become chaotic. The world loses its shared clock. Only now do we reach politics. Britain shaped parliamentary democracy, constitutional limits, and common law. The idea that power answers to rules, not rulers, spread across continents. Without it, modern governance looks far less stable. Colonialism accelerated globalization. It connected the world, but unevenly. Britain helped shape the modern global system and many of its deepest inequalities. Both truths exist at the same time. Without the United Kingdom, the world might be less connected, but also less unequal, or perhaps simply unequal in different ways. History doesn't offer clean alternatives, only consequences. This isn't about glorifying nations, it's about understanding influence, because when one country disappears from history, the world doesn't just change, it reorganizes itself. Subscribe. The World Without series continues.